I wanted to show you a cool little trick today on how to speed up your AI LLM queries. So, quick little thing for me, I love using DuckDuckGo. That's like my default search engine for everything. And the thing that I like most about it is actually not even the privacy stuff, it's actually their bangs feature. So if we go to duckduckgo.com/bangs, they have this super cool feature where basically if you enter a shortcut into a search, it will automatically shoehorn your search into another website. So if I go on here and I want to look up, I don't know, dogs on Wikipedia, I would add !W or bang W to the query, and DuckDuckGo will automatically turn that into a search on Wikipedia. It's super fast, and once you learn some of these shortcuts, it's like you can't imagine living without it. So on my Mac, I use Alfred instead of Spotlight just because it's ridiculously fast. So if I come in on here and I type in AZ and I look up dog food, it will automatically open up a new tab in Safari where it searches Amazon for dog food. If I want to find dog food on Costco, I just type in dog food !Costco. And this bang thing here can be at any point in the query. I could even do dog !Costco food, and it will just delete that from the query and automatically search Costco for dog food. And there's our results. And there's tons and tons of these bangs. So like Target. So let's say I want to look for DJI Osmo. I can look on Target, Best Buy, Micro Center. I can get all these queries kind of all running sort of at the same time. And then I can just quickly comparison shop. Now, of course, Osmo is a big, long brand. It's not a specific product. An actual case in which I've used this, maybe getting a little sidetracked, but I'll show you, is for the Chirp Halo. This is a TENS unit. Works super good, but it's not available from every merchant. So just gonna load up a couple here. So Best Buy does sell them, and there's the price. By the way, this thing is incredible. If you got like regular back pain, you just electrocute it and it makes it all better. But Amazon does not sell it. Micro Center doesn't sell anything from Chirp. Target sells the wheels, but not the Halo. So this can be, the real thing that absolutely 100% sold me on this was I could just do !G, and now it's a Google search. So if I really need to Google search something, I can do that as well. But here's my problem. If I just generally search for something, a Chirp Halo on DuckDuckGo, it'll pull up a typical web search. But sometimes I want a more complex query. So a recent query I actually asked today was, where can I buy hot sauce boxes in St. Louis? I don't really know how to break that down in a way that would be necessarily easy for a search engine, but would be very easy for an LLM. My preferred LLM of choice is Grok. Right now, if I type in Grok and then I paste in that same query, it's like, yeah, I don't know what you mean. But with Alfred on Mac, I can gain a little bit of sanity. If I go into my Alfred settings and I show you here my workflows, I have a couple of them that I've made. One that I use all the time, because I work for churches, I publish sermon notes. I'll just take a scripture reference, and then I've made this cool little thing here where I just type in CSB, which is a Bible version. I can do John 3:16. And now if I press enter, it will copy the link. I use this to basically copy the link to that, and then I can paste it into sermon notes so things are hyperlinked. And I can do basically what would normally be like a 20-minute process of linking scripture references into, I'm not kidding, like a 2 or 3 minute process. I can do that with ESV. I've programmed a couple of these with the Alfred workflows, but the one I want to show you today is the one for Grok. So the way all of these bang systems work is basically whenever you search for anything, let's see this Google one. I'll make this window just a little bigger so you can see the URL better. But here, whenever you have a query, it basically gets passed as an argument onto the end or as part of the URL for that website. So here for Target, search term, Chirp Halo, and the thing with bangs is DuckDuckGo basically has a registry, And you can make suggestions, but I've made tons and they never they never go through with them. If we look at Amazon here, you can see there's a bunch for different Amazon things. I used to use the Amazon Smile one all the time before they discontinued it. And this would make it so I could specifically query Amazon Smile and get the discounts to the nonprofits I support. But like if you live in Canada, you would just do !CA, for example. But these each have different pre-programmed URL schemes that they fill. So here's what I figured out with Grok. I'll just get to it. So if you go to Grok, it takes a minute to load the page, and then you can type in your query, which in this case was, where can I buy hot sauce bottles? And you can pump it in, and you can press it, and it'll do its little thing, although it's probably gonna, oh, good, it ignored that. But this is not a usable URL. I don't know how to encode any of this, because that's really just a reference to this chat. But what I did learn is I think there's an XAI page. Whatever you pump in here actually gets quickly coded into a URL for Grok, and then it resolves into the conversation URL. And it didn't work right now, but it's probably because I clicked on it. It does typically work. So what I did was, inside of Alfred, I just made my own resolver. So I can do ! Grok, and then that will automatically, I guess I can turn it so it'll clip it into a keyboard, so I can copy it if I hold down Shift. But if I punch in Grok and then I punch in a query, this will automatically take it and apply https://grok.com query. I don't have a slash in there, but it seems to work anyway. Well, it works. That's what's important. So if I do Grok and then I punch this in, it will automatically satiate my ADHD and put it right in. And if I forget my thought in 2 seconds after I press enter, that's okay. It's still going to go through. Unfortunately, I've gotten addicted to the instant gratification that comes with this. But yeah, this is exactly how I do it.
Hey, I just wanted to kind of plug myself for just a minute. My name is Matthew Marshall, and I am the president and founder of Go Therefore. Go Therefore is a small IT contracting company, and what we specialize in is working with churches, nonprofits, and small businesses. We provide all sorts of IT solutions. We do everything from being able to help you edit your videos and your sermons and your posts and your sermon notes and all of that and getting it published, to Church Center and everything Planning Center. If you and your church are looking at getting into Planning Center, you have problems or questions, we're your people. We also do plenty of stuff with networking, like Wi-Fi and just internet in your buildings or facilities, as well as servers for like storing and saving all of your videos and content in a place where you can get to them forever. So those are some of the things that we specialize in. If you're interested in more, I'd love to chat with you. Here is my contact info, and we'd love to get a hold of you soon. As a reward for sitting through all of that, I have linked in the description a copy of my Alfred workflow that I designed for being able to create bangs, well, to basically use a bang with Grok on your Mac. Just a quick little disclaimer, if you do choose to go that workflow route, Alfred costs money for their Power Pack. I'm not affiliated with them, but it's pretty good software. You should buy it. Anyway, hope to hear from you soon, but that's all for now. Bye.